Hello gamers, hope you all having a wonderful day. Today, I came up with a quick video that show you guys the best graphics settings for Enlisted and how you can improve your FPS in game. You guys asking me so many questions regarding, can I run this game with this specs? How much FPS I get? What are the best settings? And can I run this on my low-end PC or laptop? So, I hope this video will answer all these questions and possibly help you with running the game with decent FPS. So guys, if you still haven't subscribed, please make sure to do so. We are on our way to 20k subs. So, without further ado, let's roll the intro. Okay guys, before moving on, I wanted to answer the most frequent question that asked from me. Can I run Enlisted with my Intel HD graphics? Well, I tested it out on my laptop, and it was literally unplayable. I tested it on 1024 by 768 resolution, with 50% resolution scale and lowest settings possible. And I got around 25 FPS with massive FPS drops and lag spikes. So, the answer is no. You cannot play this with Intel HD graphics. But however, it will get better performance if you have AMD Vega graphics, or dedicated low-end GPU like 940MX, MX150, or even something like GT 1030. But if you want to get a playable experience with at least 60 FPS, you need a GTX card with at least 2GB of RAM like GTX 660, GTX 750 Ti, or GTX 1050. Okay, now I'll go through all these graphic settings, and try to explain, and help you guys get max FPS possible in game. Enlisted is an online multiplayer game. So personally, as a gamer, I don't really care about how my graphics looks, as long as I can hit my shots. So, it doesn't matter I have a GTX 960, or RTX 3060, I play on the low settings. Because I want the highest FPS possible to get the smoothest experience. But I have to say the game is well optimized. When the game is running, it will give less CPU usage, and maxing out the GPU, which is always sign of a well-optimized game. Now let's go through all these settings one by one. First up is resolution. I recommend you to keep this to your native resolution of your monitor. The most people play on 1080p, but if you have a low-end GPU, you can play on 720p, which is also playable. Next up is the mode. You should always play on full screen, because it will reduce your latency. And if you have a RTX card, go for NVIDIA DLSS. Then you have temporal resolution scale. This will have a huge impact in your FPS. I recommend you to set it to 100. But you can pretty much double your FPS by reducing resolution scale. But it will make the game blurry. So it's quite hard to shoot enemies in long ranges. But if you are struggling to get decent FPS, this setting is for you. Then we have temporal anti-aliasing. Make sure you set this to low. It doesn't make a significant difference. Next up we have NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency. If your graphics card support this, you can set it to boost. Otherwise disable it. V-Sync should always be disabled. Next up is FPS limit. Make sure you set it to off, because we don't need any FPS caps. Next we have texture quality. I personally play on low settings, but putting texture to medium make your overall graphics slightly better. The surfaces, gun models look better in medium. But low settings will give you higher frames. Next we have anisotropic filtering. I couldn't find any difference, so just put it disabled. Enhanced texture filtering settings will help you getting few FPS. I personally set this to max, because it make the game bit more clear. But reducing it will give you a small FPS boost. Next up we have shadows. Make sure you set it to low. Otherwise it will use up your GPU and cause reducing FPS. From here on we have bunch of setting that really doesn't make that much difference. So make sure all these settings are low and disabled. Now you guys can see I'm getting around 75 FPS, and the game looks pretty damn good. Now I'm gonna lower everything, including resolution scale and enhanced texture filtering. Here's how the game performs now. Now it just look like CS:GO and everything is so blurry. But I'm getting so much FPS. I personally can't play like this. But if you are in a low-end system, these settings could help a lot. Under the game section we have FOV, or knows as field of view. The default value is set to 90. This setting does not make that difference to your FPS, so it's up to your personal preference. Lowering the FOV will cut out the view from sides, but make the game more zoomed in. It should help shooting enemies in longer ranges. Disabling blood and gore will also give you a few FPS boost. So that's pretty much it guys. And I hope this video helped you in some way. If this video helps, please drop a like and share with your friends. If you still haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure to do so. I am planning to include more enlisted content in my channel. And also drop a comment below and share your suggestions as well. I see you guys in my next video. Stay safe.